have many people on the left that are playing the blame game as to why Nina Turner lost. And there's a pretty good amount of reasons why Nina Turner lost. And part of it rests on Nina Turner's shoulders. I think a lot of it, in fact, most of it, kind of goes on Nina Turner. And in this video, I'm going to cover why she lost and how she could have won if she really wanted the seat in Congress. Because it doesn't really seem like she wanted the seat in Congress, okay? You know, and what I don't like is that you have two sections of the left now. You know, you have your Democratic Party, the corrupt ass bull that they are, bull shitters, whatever you want to call them. You know, you have them. But, you know, another thing that you have, let me lower this here, because computers, let me see. So, it's just the AC, so put it up a little more. So, essentially, you know, they are talking about, so they're blaming the People's Party. They're blaming people like Jimmy Dore, who I've shared a lot of content from before, pretty good amount. They're blaming Jackson Hinkle. They're blaming, I mean, just anybody on the left who has called her out, who has called out Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks. The people who are, right, so that's what they're doing. And those are the people that are, so two sections of the left, progressive left, really, they're not really progressive in one area, or you have the imperialist left. You know, we are the anti-war, anti-imperialism, not anti-military, just anti-intervention. We are, right, and anti-corporate rule. We are against corporate rule. We are for the people type of rule. Then you have certain other politicians. And what are those politicians? Not politicians, but people on the left. And who are they? Well, they're the people that support, war. They support the imperialist state. They support the deep state, the FBI and the intelligence agencies and Israel and all kinds. And they support bombing Syria. And they support the rich. They support all of that. And they talk just like MSNBC hacks. So you might be asking, well, how are they the left? They're not really the left. They're crazy asses who only care about getting their paycheck. So they started blaming everybody else except themselves and Nina Turner. Now, here's a couple reasons Nina lost. The first thing is she didn't have any fucking ground game. Any effing ground game. I know I'm trying not to curse, but my new sports channel, by the way, that's coming out. But that's just incredible. Like, when AOC ran, she was this pretty good progressive. Everyone thought she was awesome, and she was going to fight, and they were going to do a hostile takeover of the Democratic Party. I know it seems funny now, right? Ha! She was going to do all of that, and then, they feared her in the Democratic Party, so they blocked her from using any of the voter data. Any of it. Joe Crowley, on the other hand, got all of it. So her campaign, her small-ass campaign, had to do a GOTV of their own. Get out the vote. That's your final strategy at the final stretch. What's your strategy to get people out to vote on the final day? So her strategy was amazing. She had a great ground game. Nina Turner didn't have that. Yeah, you had a lot of people donating to her, but it wasn't helpful. The money, like the guy who ran against Ted Cruz, Beto O'Rourke, the guy who ran against Lindsey Graham, who's now the DNC chair, Jamie Harrison, or Jaime Harrison, whatever, it's Jamie. He lost, even though he was getting a bunch of money, because they didn't have the ground game as much. Although Beto had it a little bit more, although he did. But Nina Turner didn't. And yeah, she had all the money, but still. So you don't have the ground game, so that's a problem. And there's a reason she didn't. So here's another reason is you had the Democratic majority for Israel pumping in horrible amounts of money. I mean, a bunch of money. Heaves and heaves of millions and hundreds of millions and tens of millions of dollars. What was it, over $200 million? I don't even know how much was put in for the primary. And you had the dinosaurs come out, Hillary Clinton and all of them, Jim Clyburn. They came out and endorsed her, but all that money was put in for Chantal Brown, so against her, not for Nina Turner. I might have made that mistake. So they help her out. So you had that, plus no ground game, and then you had, before I get to the other reasons, you had her running, you had someone running her campaign named Jeff Weaver. Jeff Weaver, the son of a bitch who ran Bernie Sanders' campaign into the ground, running Nina Turner's campaign. The guy who made Bernie go to the center. The guy who made Bernie not fight. That guy. The guy who started super PACs on Bernie Sanders' campaign. That's the guy you have running your campaign, Nina? That's the guy? Like you didn't learn your lesson with Bernie? That's the guy? Maybe this is another reason she lost. So instead of putting the blame game on everybody else, maybe people on the left should start looking and going, oh my God, she effing made a mistake putting Weaver in, and then no ground game, and then the Israel money she couldn't control, but still no ground game, and then Bernie Sanders and AOC endorsing at the wrong time, and sometimes the last minute endorsements help, like with Jamal Bowman. He was against Elliot Abrams, he was losing, but then again, Elliot Abrams kind of beat himself up because he was like on a hot mic and all. So anyway, I went over that race last year, and so glad I was there, proving that. Now, covering that, the main reason I think she lost. Here we go. Nina Turner lost because she was running under the failed effing strategy of the squad. The squad has never forced the vote. The squad has never fought for their goddamn lives. They've never helped us. They've just been in there getting their effing pensions and getting their book deals and their speaking fees and whatever, and they've never been helpful. So Nina Turner, she ran under that strategy. She never said how she was going to deviate from that and say, hey, here's exactly what I'm going to do. She was wishy-washy in all the answers. And, you know, people like Kyle Kalinske said, oh my gosh, she's going to be the leader and she's going to be so strong and she's going to push the squad to do things and fight. And even I said that, and I have to apologize to the viewers and to you and to myself. That's not the case. It's not. So, Mike Figueredo is the host of the Humanist Report. And he tweeted this out. If you have a large podcast, cough, and you literally actively encourage your viewers to stop donating to Nina Turner when you knew how monetarily disadvantaged she was, you get to own this loss too. The DNC thanks you. Disempowerment politics will be the death of the left. No, Mike Figueredo, I'm gonna steal something from Jackson Hinkle. What's gonna be the death of the left is if you have a bunch of effing politicians coming in and being and sheepdogging the effing Democratic voters, saying I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then breaking their promises. That's what's gonna be the left, the death of the left. If you keep having all these dumbasses run and then they're just whatever. They're not there for you. That's what's gonna be it. That's what it is. It's not, oh my God, you know, you know that right? That's not what it is. So now so that's what's gonna be the death of the left. Now, someone tweeted to him, it says maybe instead of blaming, cough, Jimmy Dore, cough, Nina Turner needs to self-reflect. Didn't she say on your show that we will be disappointed in her in terms in terms of doing exactly what we want her to do once in office? That doesn't give people confidence. So, Nina Turner seems to understand this point, which is, hey, you can't just sheepdog the Democrats, because then they're gonna be it's gonna be the death of the left. Nobody's gonna trust you anymore if you run to the Democratic Party. Listen to what she said on My Figurito show to prove it.
Not gonna have anybody there. So if the prerequisite, in summation, if the prerequisite for relationship means that I have to do, or the squad has to do everything you say, the way you say do it, then there's not much of a relationship at all. And that you're gonna be disappointed. Hell, they're gonna be disappointed with me. I said that to Tim Black when we interviewed. I'm saying it to you, Mike. I want them to know you're gonna be disappointed at some point. But that does not mean that you give up totally on the people who are the best fighting chance that you have. And then there's something called...
I think, Nina Turner, you're effing stupid. It's not about that. It's about doing what you promised you would do, what you said you would do when we got you elected, if it had worked. And, if the prerequisite for a relationship is you promise us a bunch of shit, and then you get into Congress, and then you get your nice 6-figure salary of $175,000 or more, and then you get your nice DC house or apartment, then you get your speaking fee, your book deals, your speaking fees, and then you get your nice brand new incredibly luxurious car, or mid-tier luxurious car, and then you get your you do that, and then you go to you get your health care, you pay off your student debt, and then you say F off people who voted for me. I don't care. I'm not gonna fight for you. I'm gonna do what the squad has done all along. Well, nobody's going to want to join you. Nobody's going to want to vote for you. Nobody's going to get... Remember I said that was the ground game, the problem? Wow, what a way to get people fired up to fucking vote for you. You effing dumbass. Way to go. Way to go. Now, Jackson Hinkle replied. He's a great to It says, maybe she should have done something to prove she was actually going to deviate, to fight for the people and deviate from the failed Justice Democrat strategy. You can't really blame Americans for not wanting to subsidize season 3 of the Fraud Squad, as they get nothing in return. Who wants to do that? And he's right. You can't blame people for not wanting to put in somebody who says, I'm gonna be disappointing for you. You're gonna be disappointed in me, cause I'm not gonna do exactly what you want me to do, the way you want me to do it, when you want me to do it. Then what the F are you doing in office? Why the F am I voting for you, right? You're an elected official, you cuck. You're supposed to fucking get in there and do your effing job. If you promised Medicare for all, ending the wars, Green New Deal, housing for all, jobs for all, student debt cancellation, free college, whatever you offered, whatever you promised, your job is supposed to effing get in there and fucking do it. That's it. That's your job. That's your job. Instead, she ran like a generic fucking Democrat, talking, but wasn't able to give any action, any points to say, all right, here's exactly how I'm going to go against the squad strategy. I'm going to introduce a new strategy. It's called, I'm going to use my balls. I'm going to have balls of steel. It's called using our fists and fighting like we're supposed to for the fucking people. That's what it's supposed to be. No, she didn't do that. She didn't do any of that. So forgive me if I don't care that Nina Turner lost. I was wrong that she could have been a fighter, and I was not hopeful with her wishy-washy ass answers. And it really started with when Crystal Ball asked her, "Oh, is forced to vote on? Are you supportive of that?" "Oh, everything's on the table, all the tools." No, bitch. Yes or no? Is it on the table? Right? So, no, we got another corporate lobby loving, corrupt ass Zionist corporate Democrat in Congress now, and it's the fault of those who didn't hold her accountable.